me tell you something. I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
Welcome to Market Makers, boys and girls, your home for tomorrow's TA today. Guys, look at the pattern on the screen. My 3 peaks in a domed house. We cover it routinely. I've been showing it to you since 2024. There's your 3 peaks. But look at how price is climbing the pattern. I've made a lot of predictions on Bitcoin. I don't capture every single move, but I've captured major moves in Bitcoin. And this has allowed me to retire early from Merrill Lynch, as long-term subs know. And it continues to play out, which means there's a lot of money to be made. So we're going to analyze Bitcoin, do a bit of a deep dive, because what Bitcoin's doing now is really bullish. It's not bearish. Don't listen to your girlfriend's boyfriend. He's lying to you. We're going to look at what the chart says. Guys, if you want to trade these markets, you're going to trade cryptos, check out Bitunix. I'll post the link right there in X and right there in a YouTube video. It helps support the channel. Check out Bitunix. If you don't have an allegiance to another exchange, there's no KYC, there's no VPN. You can trade with just an email. And again, it helps support the channel. I would appreciate it. Check out marketmakers.trade to join our Discord. So what's the key elements here? Obviously, we have the 3 peaks. We have the head and shoulders top we're climbing. But more importantly, I shared this with you last update. Look at the growth rates. We're looking at market symmetry here, market geometry, 53% off the diamond pattern accumulation to the next high. 50%, 50%. Sequence of 50% growth rates before you do what? Before you make a temporary top, retrace, before you make a temporary top, retrace, and now we're going to do the next 50% move. I believe this is going to happen this year. Our 2 targets here are 132 if we get the blow off here in the summer, and if we extend like we did in 2021 into October, November, you're coming up to 168, guys. 168K Bitcoin. A lot of people are asking me, what does that mean on a drop? We'll cover that maybe in Monday's video, okay? Because this is the important part. This is the macro pattern. This is how I think the pattern is going to shake out. And look at how it is playing out. It's playing out absolutely beautiful. Just to get to 132, it is a doubling of the range as well. As you can see, denoted here of this trend line, 132, and it's extremely reasonable to do that. But let's zoom in on the daily time frame. Why do I say what Bitcoin's doing is bullish? Now, I got to give props where props are due, because Philly Trader on our Discord, one of our members, he's awesome. He's been saying he doesn't think Bitcoin's going to take out 100K on the retracement. Now, I want to show you guys something here. This is really important if you understand cycles in the marketplace, because I know a lot of people get a laugh about lunar cycles. I'm just telling you, you're just missing out because you don't see what's happening in the market then. Because if you look at Bitcoin here on the daily time frame, look at your new moon, your low. Look at your low of your eclipse. Look at your low of your full moon. 3 lows in a row, not to the exact day, although some are to the exact day, like January 13th, but 3 lows in a row followed by what? It's a law of 3 pattern. 3 tops in a row, this one to the day, and now your new moon was also the top back on Monday, May 26th, right? 3 lows, 3 tops. Your next lunar pivot is June 12th. You know what I think Bitcoin's going to do till June 12th? It's going to do this. It's going to define a range, hold a range, make some type of pattern, hopefully something obviously that's a bullish pattern, like a series of higher lows all through trend. And we're going to trade this breakout because the next move's coming up. The market's going to rally into the summer. Right now, what I'm looking at is just what level can we hold here on Bitcoin. So June 12th is the date I predict. Somewhere around that time frame, Bitcoin's going to bottom and you're going to get the next move up. Okay, you're going to start to see a turn, bottom, turn, bottom, turn, bottom, big turn, right? That's what you're going to see. Let's look at this on a 5-hour time frame. 5-hour time frame. If you took my fractal pattern trading course as members on the Discord I have, guys, again, marketmakers.trade, covered this pattern specifically. 3 waves to a top. Look how accurate you were able to get your kill box between 110.728, 113.766, you got up to 112. And then what did you do? You started to retrace, right? After you hit the target. Now, a couple of things about this. This is also the 3 waves to a top pattern, which I talk about a lot on the channel. This is a harmonic version, 3 waves. You're just looking at the impulse waves, not counting the retracement waves, but that's a 5-wave fractal, right? I want to show you guys something because people always ask me about my opinions about Elliott wave. I don't like the Elliott wave system because it's a system of rules designed by Prechter and Frost, but the 5-wave fractal is very important, and that's part of the harmonic pattern of 3 waves to a top. But you can count this with 5 waves, right? It just won't adhere to the rule set. Here's your 5 waves on this fractal move up, right? So here's your 5 waves. Here's your 3. Get your 4 retracement. I'm just going to pick a candle here so you can see it. There's your 5, right? So there's your 5-wave fractal up. 3 waves to a top, 5-wave fractal up. So what does that mean right now? What are you doing right now when you look at the screen? I also have an ABC fractal education course, but you made an ABC right here. I can show you this. Right here is Bitcoin's correcting. This is the corrective move after 3 waves to a top is your ABC. This could come down. Look, just like Philly Trader in the Discord was saying, I mean, I'm agreeing with him here. I think you're going to hold this range, right? The low of this range is 100, and then the top of that range is 105, and you're right there at 105, 380. Looks to me like you're going to hold this range. This is your corrective move before your base. What does that mean? It means Bitcoin's going to find some type of level, right? It's going to do some type of move, whether it continues this falling wedge type pattern, right? And then it's going to make a series of higher lows, or it's going to accumulate, start creeping up, find resistance, and then it's going to do some type of breakout. That's what I think is going to happen coming into the summer. You have your ABC correction. This is also a double top right here, right? This is your double top. There's your test of resistance. You broke through it by 1,000 points, came back down, retested it almost to the dollar, and then broke your double top. So watch the 103 range, 100 to 103 for the retracement if this sells off more into the weekend, and see if this range just here to your left, ladies and gentlemen, holds. Because if that holds, super bullish if this holds. Remember, it's all about pulling back the rubber band to send the pebble out further from the slingshot, okay? So that's a super bullish move if that holds that range. And then it would be elevating, escalating up from that level. So when we start looking at these targets, where would that next level be? I got to go back to the daily. Where would that next level be? Would we just retest 110, 113? No, that's the 3 waves pattern. So let's look at this because, again, when we look at our larger targets, you guys know there's multiple patterns of 3 waves to a top, zoomed out on the 3-day chart. We have the Fisher ABC, and then you also just have measuring the range, right? Measuring the range from your previous all-time high down to that retracement low, and then look what you get. There's your 131. Let's get the 1272 on here. 1272. I know you guys listen to a lot of people that call that a fib. It is not a fib, but it is a number that's important. Go into that some other time. 119.6. So 119.6 could be your next level. But again, I think that turn's going to happen here around June 12th. So until then, there's range trading in here potentially, but that turn's going to happen. You're going to get the breakout, 119.6, and then your 132 target. And I think both of those levels happen this summer. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on X at Market Canary. Like and subscribe to our YouTube. Help us defeat Skynet and promote the videos. Really appreciate it, guys. Check out my markets video. It's coming out next.